Want to get your hands on some sports cards?
Hell yes!
You're in the right place.
Good morning.
Is everybody ready?
Welcome to the weekly Target Watch on Schultzy's Card Polls.
What is up, sports fans? I already see the debate asking hat or no hat. I will answer the question right off the bat for you. Hat this morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. 4 days of the week. Yeah, I'm not going to get up early on the fourth day and do my hair. Just throwing a hat on. So whoever was placing the bet on that, you are correct. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope you're all as good as you can be this early. Definitely unexpected Friday stream. Not really sure what's going on with Target.com. I'll be honest with you guys. Not sure what the heck's happening. I think all of us are a little bit confused with what they've been doing. Skipping now pretty much 2 weeks leading up to this point on Target.com sports card restock. What's going on, everybody? Tyler Carr said teal hat. No, I got the pink hat rocking this morning. Teal hat. I got a teal hat actually hanging on my nightstand. A little hanger next to or attached to it, so it just kind of hangs next to my bed. And then I have a couple others ready to go, so I chose this pink Mariners hat this morning. All right, guys, 2 minutes away. Well, more like 90 seconds away from the hot zone here on Schultzy's Card Polls. Not seeing any movement as of yet on Target.com. And to be perfectly honest, you guys, I'm not really sure we're going to see anything today, but I wanted to make sure that I was on live streaming for y'all, hanging out. You know, it's a Friday morning. Figured why not talk some sports going into the weekend. It is a huge, huge, huge sports weekend. Per usual, the first weekend of December always brings a lot of excitement. It's championship week all across the conferences in college football. And then, of course, the nitty-gritty in the NFL. And then you got the NBA happening with what? I think it's 12 days officially away from trading season opening up in the NBA on December 15th. Whoo-wee. Could be nuts. Ronald says, top of the morning to you, Schultz. Tommy says, Target doesn't owe us anything. Stop being entitled. Why does it? Can I ask why it sounds like I'm being entitled when I'm just trying to break down why I think that there's hasn't been a restock? All I was saying is that we were confused, man. I'm not saying like, hey, we demand a restock. I'm saying we hope for a restock. It's really weird, brother. Tommy, I'm not trying to. It's weird that you hear that in a negative way. I'm trying to keep it positive. So very odd. I never said that we were entitled ever. And it's weird that you heard that from my speech. Maybe Target will drop on the weekends, says 23 months. No, I don't think so, man. I do not think so. And by the way, thanks as always to Otis for sponsoring the live stream, you guys. We'll be hearing from them in a couple of minutes. Well, I don't know, a couple, could be 10, could be 15. I'll slip in their sponsored message here later on coming up in the stream. Ragnar says, I demand restock. Eric says, don't feed the trolls. I don't think I'm feeding the trolls there. I mean, it's a legitimate question. It's like, but I think it's worth asking how somebody would feel that I'm making a statement that we're entitled to a sports card restock. I'm breaking it down. That's what I'm here to do. And am I not? All right, guys, 4 a.m. The hot zone is started here on Schultzy's Card Polls. Not seeing anything happening, though. Not seeing any movement. And once again, not sure we're going to. Kobe says, you're good, Bull. You're good, bro. Just a bunch of trolls. Shank says, get out with that negative crap. Raul says, good morning. Blaze One Sports is keeping it 100. Yeah, just trying to make sure that everybody understands that I'm here trying to inform and really just guessing as to why there's not a restock. Not entitled at all. Target sucks. That's a scalper talking. That's funny. Chuck says, get him, Schultzy. I don't mind coming at negativity with logic. I really don't. I'm entitled to a good time, says Random Brian. See, that is something I believe that we are all entitled to in this lifetime is a good time. Absolutely. Because we're here once, right? So, come on. At least if sports cards aren't going to drop, I can try to entertain y'all. And yeah, speaking of championship weekend in college football, you guys, and I will keep monitoring the back end of Target.com, seeing if there is a restock. As soon as I see something, I will stop yakking and let you guys know. But unfortunately, nothing as of yet. Ben says, Schultzy, keeping it 100. Thanks, man. Yeah, guys, please smash that like button. Helps me feed two kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. And honestly, it helps let YouTube know that this is something that you want to watch because I do not know what's going on, you guys. But once again, this is the 7th morning in a row Hashtag free Schultzy, because every single time I've gone live with one of these live streams for the last 7 days running, YouTube has put an ad flag up on it, and then I have to get it reviewed, and then all of a sudden after the live stream it's fine, but by doing that they affect my ads. It sucks. Just sucks. Ooh, talking about some movement of cards here today. Yummy Low, speaking of which, in the chat saying I sold my PSA 10 Mac Jones base for $11.99 yesterday. You talking just a nice rated rookie base, Yummy Low? Congratulations, bro. I'm assuming you had to send that off to PSA via Express, which is a $200 service right now because that's the only thing available. Goodness gracious, man. The Collector says, Schultzy, good morning. I'm getting used to seeing you every morning now, LOL. I appreciate it, The Collector. How are you, man? Trying to be here to entertain. Jaguar Paw says, did you pick your Illusions card giveaway yet? No, I have not, Jaguar Paw. I've got a couple of videos, well, more like 10 or so. I've got about 8 to 10 videos that I've got single card giveaways that I'm going to do a draw of, and I'm going to run just kind of putting all the links into like a YouTube giveaway comment picker in a row. So I'm going to do that here shortly and announce all those winners. So don't you worry, that has not been announced as of yet, buddy. And I did see after the fact on my Illusions rip. If you haven't seen that, you guys, please go watch it. But I did notice on my Illusions rip that the second Tyrese Halliburton was actually like an Emerald Parallel. There is a difference if you are opening Illusions, guys, and you're having trouble seeing what is like one of those colored parallels that isn't numbered. They have silver lettering at the top where it says Panini. They've got silver lettering instead of just the standard gold lettering. So just hoping to help with the assist there. Joshua Chansey says, hey, bud, listening in from Alabama. Joshua, what's going on? Good morning. Thanks for checking in. Welcome to the Schultzy fam. I know that it is early everywhere. Not just for us West Coasties. It's earliest for the West Coasties. But everybody having to roll out of bed and hit that alarm with a little bit of disgust at the same time this morning. I know I did, thinking, oh, man, got to be up again. But happy to be on. Just waking up those first 4 or 5 minutes, you guys. You all know how that feels. You all know how that feels. Jay Rosado asking if Illusions worth a buy. I would say so. I definitely think Illusions is worth a buy. And for being, it's $27.50. I know Meyer is just price gouging the living hell out of it, but I think at Walmart, if you can find it, $27.50 plus tax per blaster. I think that's a great buy, and I'm assuming they're going to be coming out with mega boxes soon. If you see the Illusions mega boxes, I would highly recommend grabbing those because those are going to be a fun rip as well. And honestly, last time they were 40, they might, hopefully they're not going to be over 50. I would say going up to like $45 would be reasonable. So hopefully you can get a Panini Illusions basketball mega box coming up here shortly for $45. That's just a hope though. But once again, to answer that D-bag, I don't feel entitled to it. I'm just hopeful, and this is just speculation. See, now I'm trolling you, jerk. It's fun. It's fun when it turns around the other way, doesn't it? Makes me laugh. Oh my God. Just realized, like, oh, I could just do that to you. That's fantastic. So yes, in short, Jay Rosado, I say Illusions is definitely worth a buy. Mr. Cards answering my question about PSA, saying Express is $150. Thank you. Appreciate that. Opening Stuffs is sending 2 Express today. Ragnar, hashtag pay Schultzy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Michael May says chocolate milk today. It's our best chance at a restock. Yes, to keep the faith going, you guys, and hopefully to keep the luck as high as possible for everybody. I do have the chocolate milk ready to go. Matt Chapman says, am I the only person that thinks Illusions is so hard to see / read? No. I think I was saying that. Watch my rip, brother. I was like trying to hold the cards up at a certain angle so I could read the name and make sure that everybody sees it. I absolutely agree that it's tough to see. Absolutely agree that it's tough to see. And I did miss Miguel T saying morning earlier. What's going on, man? Brian Lawhorn says, good morning. Payback for my Warriors. Let's get some cards. Your Warriors are going to be fine this season, man. You're worried about them suffering a couple of losses early in the season. to the likes of like the Suns, which are another very good team. However, still got what, 60 games to play? Y'all are going to be fine. You maybe are going to lose like 20 games tops this year. The Warriors are going to be just fine, Brian. 23 months as I'm predicting a restock today, 100%. Jason Preebs' Illusions is not a buy. Save your money for Mosaic. And there you go. Some people really do have that opinion, and that is fine. Personally, I think it's a fun rip. But yeah, obviously Mosaic is coming out today. Mosaic Basketball being released on Panini's website today. I think for around $750 a hobby box. So, of course, that means retail's going to follow. Lith says last year's Illusion was much worse trying to see. Yeah, because those dark colors, really frustrating sometimes when you're trying to look at those cards, even at an angle, and the name is kind of printed in a similar color as well as that like dark shiny color. So every time a shine rolls across or a light rolls across that card, you can barely see the name, and it's just like, all right, I'm going blind trying to read this. So I understand why some people are not fans of Illusions. Daddy Dale asking, yo, what kind of chocolate milk? This would be powdered Nesquik, my friend. I always got that powdered Nesquik going on. Justin Time says, you could be a Thunder fan, LOL. Because I would have been a Sonics fan back in the day if I were from Seattle. I know that it's confusing because I always wear the Mariners gear. I am a huge diehard Seattle Mariners fan, but I am from Oregon. I'm from the Portland, Oregon area, so my loyalties lie with the Portland Trail Blazers and not the team formerly known as the Seattle Supersonics. So take that as y'all will. Sorry to people that expected me to be a Supersonics fan. Not that I don't like the Supersonics and that I wish that they wouldn't be back in the NBA again. I definitely do. I really hope that there's a way that can happen. I've been saying that for the last decade, but I really do mean it. So be nice to have another team up in the Pacific Northwest to make travel just a bit easier for the Portland Trail Blazers too. So a little bit selfish of a request, but still hoping that maybe one of the most historic teams in the NBA can come back. MEZ says Mosaic hobby at $775. Wow, robbery in the first degree, an easy pass. Yeah, so weird. So weird. All those hobby boxes, very, very expensive. Although even at a $775 price point, I will say that that is cheaper than they were coming out earlier in the year, right? Like, if Mosaic came out in February, it's probably a $1,500 hobby box. Am I wrong in stating that? Because I don't think so. Tyler asking who my favorite football team is. That would be the LA Rams, my friend. That just comes from rooting for the Rams as a kid with my dad, because it makes sense now they're back in LA. My dad rooted for them when he was a kid, when they were in LA. Then they moved to St. Louis. So I was a St. Louis Rams fan as a kid, which made sense to nobody. But now that they've gone full circle back to Los Angeles, it actually makes sense to people. So not shamefully saying that I am a LA Rams fan. TW23 says Detlef was the first Dirk. Oh, Detlef Schrempf, TW23. You are bringing up a blast from the past. I love Detlef Schrempf, and he played for both my Portland Trail Blazers and the Seattle Supersonics. Obviously, the Indiana Pacers as well before that. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there was like either a year for the Denver Nuggets or a year or two for another team slipped in there. Maybe I'm making that up, but otherwise it was just the Pacers, the Blazers, and the Seattle Supersonics in between. Finished his career off with the Portland Trail Blazers. Actually, his final season, which I believe was the 01-02 season for the Portland Trail Blazers, he was pissing some people off in the locker room because they kind of set aside a roster spot for him, and he didn't really have to show up until like game 20 or 30, kind of right around now at this point of the season. And it was at this point of the year where guys maybe could be getting some roster spots that are free agents, or guys that are in, at the time it was still the D League, could be getting looked at, or other overseas basketball hadn't really quite taken hold yet, so it's not like a bunch of European players, as somebody was just saying that Detlef is the first Dirk, had really come over to the NBA yet. So there was really more of a chance for young college kids and guys that hadn't really been given a shot out of the draft to get a chance mid-season in the NBA, get a 10-day contract. But Detlef Schrempf Had a roster spot and $2 or $3 million in salary held for him through the season. And as soon as he came back on to play for the Blazers for the final 50 games, that definitely put a rift in the locker room. So definitely a fun story to read about if you ever are interested in locker room drama. The Blazers had a lot of it in the early 2000s, and some of it did unfortunately include Detlef Schrempf. Very weird. Brian Lawhorn says, Schultzy, do you know anything about the Seattle Rainiers? I mean, you're talking about like the old baseball team that moved around. And obviously there's the Tacoma Rainiers now that are the AAA affiliate of the Seattle Mariners. But I think there was another version or some kind of baseball team independent from Major League Baseball that was called the Seattle Rainiers. Am I making that up? I know something about them, but I could just be totally crazy. Yummy Yaw says, I don't like Mosaic. It is spendy, I understand. Mark says, Sonics were fire back in the day. Was a huge Shawn Kemp fan. Yeah, I was a huge Shawn Kemp fan when he was a Sonic, but all of a sudden, when he was acquired really, really awkwardly in rejecting paying Brian Grant a bunch of money and basically trading him off to the Miami Heat and getting a way past his prime Shawn Kemp in return, paying him more money. It made no sense what the Portland Trailblazers were doing there. Tim says, Detlef started in Dallas. Thank you, Tim. That's what I'm thinking of. He was drafted by the Dallas Mavericks, ended up having an amazing career as a sixth man with the Indiana Pacers and the Sonics as well, and then finished it off with the Portland Trailblazers. Thank you. That is what I was trying to think of. The Dallas Mavericks was the other team. M-Easy says, the hockey trader, you call Schultzy a fool? Yeah, you're here watching. My man, really a walking contradiction. That's funny. That's funny. I appreciate it. Walmart dropping Donruss hangers, says bro dude. We talking Donruss football? Donruss football hangers actually have been started to be spotted not only at Barnes & Noble, but Hobby Lobby as well. The Hockey Trader says no card restock Friday, period. Stop watching this fool. I'm a fool because I'm on a Friday. I'm a fool. I'm a fool, brother. This fool just here trying to entertain y'all, hoping for a restock, but I did admit that there's most likely not going to be one. We're just hoping, and we don't know what's going on. I think I opened up with that, and then somebody said I was entitled. And then another person calls me a fool. Hilarious. Daddy Dale says, bro dude right now. The Collector says, Schultzy, could you do the same live for Walmart too? Somebody asked me that yesterday, and unfortunately I can't because Walmart's, unlike a Target.com restock, which usually happens early morning and kind of in a predictable time frame of about an hour, or at least when stuff is loaded on the back end and then goes live. It's a little bit different. Walmart does like a 3 to 4 hour window, like 11 a.m. Pacific time to 2 or 3 East Coast or West Coast time. So you're looking once again at a 3 or 4 hour window anytime Monday through Friday. So it's a little hard to pin down for a sports card restock at Walmart.com. Skylar says early on this year it was only Fridays, wasn't it? Yes, it was, Skylar, and that actually was going to be my next point was, what was it, until May or so that we had a regular Friday restock? Yeah, for like 3-4 months running, I think it was. So, DJ Cards, Rips, and Tips asking, when is the last time we waited 3 weeks for a restock? See, that's actually a great question because I'm not sure we ever waited 3 weeks for a restock, to be perfectly honest. I don't really, like, memory serves, I don't really ever remember waiting 3 weeks like this. However, stacking stuff on the holiday, once again, it makes sense that Target's changing it up, but you just don't know. So, you really just don't know, unfortunately, you guys. Oh, and I was going to share, I did have somebody in the Discord pass along that this is somebody that has been maybe sort of connected to the distribution from Target, but not necessarily. They've just been really good with their guesses for the past like 7 or 8 restocks, saying that there is a stock coming up on Tuesday. So take that as you will. I've had people tell me that before that have been correct, and then I've had people tell me that before that have been incorrect. So passing along all the info that I get for you. Alder says, if there's not a good one, will there be a really good one next week? I would assume so, because if they skip 3 weeks, I mean, or 2 weeks, I guess, at the minimum, you're looking at least a couple extra thousand boxes sitting that normally would have been put out during a restock that haven't. So, yeah, I would assume that there's going to be a definite little bit larger stock of product for sure. Brandon says, finally seeking smaller end product at Target, saw packs of Absolute. Yeah, we've seen Absolute. We saw a bunch of Prestige fat packs, you guys. But unfortunately, like, most stores haven't really gotten the megas unless some people returned. Like, some people saw, like, Optic, and that was because someone returned it to Target. And, but yeah, unfortunately, we have not seen any of the mega boxes. It's been mostly, like, blaster boxes and fat packs. I think Draft Picks football mega boxes appeared at Target a couple months ago, maybe a month ago, but that's, I think, the best that we've seen. All right, guys, 4:17 here on the West Coast. Now 7:18 on the East Coast, 6:18 Central, 5:18 Mountain Time. Aaron CT says, morning, Schultzy. What's going on, man? How are you, brother? Ben asking, hey, Schultzy, does the Discord have info on Best Buy drops? You talking about card snipers? Yes, they do. The paid Discord that I am a part of, they have monitors for Best Buy. They've got monitors for Walmart. Got monitors for all kinds of sports cards out there. So yeah, guys, 4:18 once again. Checking the monitors really quick over here. Still not seeing anything, unfortunately, but like I said, we really don't know what's going on. Target.com definitely switching it up on us. Now a couple of times. Couple of weeks running, although I was actually talking this over with my wife last night. Was wondering if maybe because it was Thanksgiving week, you could consider it like a dead week. And I think I brought this up possibly yesterday as a theory. So just think of like the week of Thanksgiving not being on the calendar at all, as far as like their sports card restock calendar. And just think of if that didn't happen, then theoretically they would be skipping this week and then going into next week with a restock. That's just a theory. I don't know how true it is. But I'm just trying to make sense of this, just like y'all. So, Dylan asking if I could tweet when Walmart goes live with cards. I mean, unfortunately, Dylan, if I do, at that point, I really am revealing proprietary information that that my monitors have already given me permission to share with y'all during like Target restocks. But if I just give out, what they're doing, then it's a little tough for them to get people as well. I can try if I do see a product in stock, because there isn't always a product that's just in stock because of like a monitor ping from these Discord groups. Sometimes products do sit up. Sometimes there are things that are in stock for quite a bit. For instance, Optic Cello packs have been on and off of Walmart.com. So if I see that kind of stuff, I'll absolutely let you know. Yes. And I need to start a Twitter, by the way. I just have a Discord and an Instagram right now. But a Twitter would be a good idea as well, I guess. Eric says, will you stream each day next week or just select days? Well, usually I stream starting Tuesdays. And honestly, this Friday live stream was just kind of like a guess and hoping because of the random schedule that we've been dealing with from Target.com. Like hoping that there's going to be a restock today, but I usually don't live stream on Fridays. It's usually just Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. So when you're talking about exactly which days, that is what I do. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, brother. Bruce Jr. Wiles says, what are the monitors you talk about? Go check out. It is Card Snipers, the group that I'm a part of. And it is $40 a month. However, when I joined them a year ago, it is almost a year ago in January 2021 is when I started with them. Guys, it changed my world, not just getting cards, but getting notified about other things as well. It was how I was able to get a PS5 and actually able to play one of those. So it's pretty cool. Mr. Burns says there's an Elite ETB 25 celebrations if y'all into Pokemon at GameStop. There you go, Mr. Burns. Thanks for letting us know. I will say, as somebody that really hasn't ripped Pokemon in a long time until Celebrations came out, the Celebrations release is one of the best things that Pokemon could do. 25-year anniversary release. Got fans like me right back into it. So good on them. Good for them. The sports card companies should take a note from a company like that. Just saying. Mark says, good morning, Schultzy. How you doing, man? Joe says, went to Target yesterday to pick up my PS5. They had several fat packs of Absolute Tops blasters, NASCAR Prism, and Hockey blasters. Yeah, finally we're seeing update series hitting the shelves at Targets, but we still haven't seen it online at Target.com. But hey, if you want some update series, then you can just go into your local Target, essentially. You'll be able to find some. You don't have to wait for a restock online for that one. No worries. Although, you would think like for Series 1 and 2, I think they had like the Mega Box or the Giant Box iteration of Topps flagship cards. So we haven't seen that on the shelves yet. You would think that's possibly coming out online because we've seen hangers and blasters, but really nothing else. I guess like fat packs or retail packs too. But yeah, still waiting for the update series megas. Dylan says, yes, I went to Target and found 2 cello boxes of Absolute. That's awesome, man. Kaboom hunting, everybody is going, but how easy is it to find those kabooms, man? Those are few and far between, that's for sure. Michael Rhoda says it's looking like no drop this week as well. Yeah, obviously every minute, that passes along, you guys, further into this 4 o'clock hour, it does not look like we're going to see a restock on Target.com. However, let's hope that changes in the next couple of minutes, but who knows? At this point, yeah, it looks like they're skipping and going to next week. And I would assume if there is going to be a restock next week, it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday. So, but once again, just guessing, just speculation here on Schultzy's Card Pulls. Thursday Night Football, you guys, definitely a fun contest last night. Y'all see that, 27-17 over Nolans. Taysom Hill, for some reason, getting a contract extension a couple of weeks ago and then going out and throwing 4 interceptions. Wow. I think that was the most entertaining part for me of Thursday Night Football. Let me all know if you watched that. TJ Cards, Rips, and Tips says I got 3 boxes of Select Football at Cracker Barrel yesterday and 2 cellos of Optic Basketball at Hobby Lobby. Congratulations, TJ Cards. Sounds like a fruitful hunting week for you. I'll be perfectly honest, you guys. I got a hunting video coming from last week that I made before Black Friday, but I was just too exhausted because of waking up so early this week to go sports card hunting like I usually do. Locally, there's like a couple of days that I like to check, like Wednesdays and Thursdays usually seem to be the days that stores get their random restocks, but man, I was just too darn tired to go out and handle that. Dunk Card says Barnes & Noble and Hobby Lobby have good stock right now. Yeah, people sleeping on some of those stores. So show up at Barnes & Noble and Hobby Lobby. You're going to be finding some sports cards in a lot of different locations around the country at this point. Dunk Card says check Cracker Barrel, Barnes & Noble, Five Below, Hobby Lobby, and Walgreens. Yeah, not just Walmart, you guys. A bunch of other spots to check on top of Walmart or Target. King of Cards. Ooh, bringing up something controversial. I love it. I'd love to talk about this thing. Is there any truth that you can weigh a blaster mega box fat pack of Absolute to hit a kaboom? I think possibly. I mean, there's always a chance that you can weigh boxes to see what the hits are, but I've been hearing stories about mixed reviews of that. So in my opinion, I really don't think people should be trying it, and I will get more into that in a second and how weighing boxes hurts the hobby after I let you know about the sponsor of today's stream, Otis. As most of y'all know, the price of all kinds of sports cards and other collectibles has been going absolutely nuts the past year. Base rookies, easy to get, but you're looking at spending a ton of money if you want to get your hands on a LaMelo Ball rookie parallel auto or a Justin Herbert rookie parallel auto. There's so many of us out there like you and I that are diehard fans that would love to own these cards, but we simply don't have the funds for some of these expensive items. That's where our sponsor Otis comes in. Otis is an investment platform where almost anyone can buy and sell shares of rare collectibles, comics, graded games, and most importantly, rare sports cards. To get started, all you got to do is download their app and sign up for free using the link in the description. They've got over 100 rare collectibles to choose from, new ones added every week, including some of the rarest graded games, comics, contemporary art, and sports cards. One of my favorite assets on the platform is it is an absolutely loaded PSA 10 set of 86 Fleer basketball cards, including the Michael Jordan rookie, the iconic 86 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie. It is over $400,000 in total, but it is on the Otis platform. You got to check it out. So here's how it works. You can earn a potential return either by selling your shares to other members on the Otis platform, or if Otis sells some or all of the underlying asset for more than the price you paid. So whether you're a longtime collector or just looking to get in, I definitely recommend you check Otis out. Use my link in the description so you get your first share for free. Terms apply. Richard says, I've seen guys with a scale at Walmart weighing cello packs. That absolutely sucks. So yeah, guys, back to the weighing packs issue. With Absolute Football, I think some people were saying like it was like a guarantee if a mega box or a blaster box was over a certain weight that you were going to get a kaboom hit, which those are super rare. I think they're, if I'm not mistaken, kabooms are case hits, if I'm not wrong. And some of the weights didn't necessarily turn up kabooms. They turned up relics as well. So people were weighing their blasters and their megas and were super excited because they were getting a really heavy blaster or mega, because you can, I mean, everybody, you can go get like a kitchen scale or a shipping scale, and it's pretty simple. You weigh those packs, you weigh those boxes, you can see the difference in weights, and scumbags do that. And unfortunately, you guys, when you do that, it hurts the hobby. And the scumbags especially that are sitting at the stores with scales, doing that to the packs, that kills the hobby. I mean, come on, what are we here for, you guys? Are we here to rip guaranteed hits out of packs, or are we here to have some fun? For the chance at it all. To learn about cards, to have a fun community to be a part of. Ridiculous, man. Scott Tolliver says Eevee and Pikachu eating the good stuff now. I appreciate it, Scott. I don't know, not for much longer. If YouTube continues to hold me hostage from showing ads on my live stream, freaking ridiculous, man. For no reason, because after every single review, this will be 7 in a row. After today, my stream has been found to be in compliance with their ad restrictions. So then they go back to showing ads. But during the live stream itself, when I obviously have the most viewership, they don't play ads. It's absolutely ridiculous. Brian says, being here on Target Online is like waiting for my Walmarts to restock. It never happens. That's funny, Brian. At least the last couple of weeks, it has not happened. Wayne Schurman says it's mostly old men with sandals. You know, I don't think you're wrong in stating that, Wayne, talking about the people that weigh packs. TJ Cards Rips and Tips says, so here's a question, purple shock or hyper pink, and why? Well, personally, I say pink because green and pink are my two favorite colors. I love hot pink and I love teal green. I mean, come on. See the hat I'm wearing? Did you really have to ask me that question? Purple versus pink for me, brother? It's got to be pink all day, every day. So that's why I would say pink. Mark says, I saw an ad when I logged on. Well, that's good, Mark. Was that in the last couple of minutes? Let's hope so, because, yeah, sometimes, man, just YouTube, when they mess with you, they really mess with you. Daddy Dale says, I totally agree with you, man. Everyone knows it hurts to get a dud box, but when you cheat, there's no fun or thrill. That's the thing, you guys. When you sign up for this hobby, you submit to, hey, it's a game of chance. I mean, it's the same as going into a poker game and trying to figure out what the other guy's whole cards are by means of, like, something illicit. You know, like Mike Postle, the guy that was using the information from the Stones Poker Room live stream in California, using that to gain the information of other people's hole cards so he could make a hero fold every time, so he could make a perfect raise every time. And just ridiculous. And that is cheating. That is just unethical. It's actually against the law. And you're doing the same thing when you come into the sports card hobby just trying to weigh boxes. You're not playing the game, man. Y'all ever watch Survivor? Y'all ever seen when contestants try to cheat? Jeff Probst gets pissed. Like, there's a reason that there's the game. There's a frame of rules. So yeah, people that do that just really hurt the hobby. Wingnut says, I just refreshed and saw an ad. Well, that's good, Wingnut. I appreciate it, man. It's good to know. Helping me out. I appreciate you refreshing and seeing the ad, man. Phoenix's purple is obviously superior to pink. Well, there we go, you guys. The ever so important pink v purple debate here on Schultzy's Card Pulls. It's fantastic. RMC says if you weigh packs, you need to re-examine your life. Yeah, I don't disagree with that, man. Zal says, I'm not in for the thrill. Well, Zal, if you're in specifically to profit, then you're in it for all the wrong reasons, brother. And if you're trying to profit off of ripping boxes to find hits, then you're in it for even more of the wrong reasons. Because the actual profits to be made are buying singles and either flipping singles or sending them off to get graded, or investing in those singles long-term, sending a card off to get graded that you think is going to be somebody that's huge someday, and that hitting pay dirt. That's how you make money in this hobby, not being an absolute scumbag, brother. That's ridiculous. That's just dumb. Absolutely insane. Joshua says, just refresh, no ads. Yeah, unfortunately, some people just aren't going to see it over and over and over again, though. Who knows? Who knows? Don't know why. So I just saw somebody mention Pop-Tarts. Yes, please. Chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts or raspberry Pop-Tarts. Those are my favorites. Pop-Tarts are awesome. Wilson says, shout out my man Ruben from Survivor. It's funny. Tyler says, I'd watch a Schultzy's What Really Grinds My Gears show. Not gonna lie, dude, I appreciate that. You know what really grinds my gears? When people weigh packs. When people go into a store and they sit there with a scale, these old men in their sandals, and they weigh packs of sports cards. You think you're gonna find a $50,000 hit in a pack of sports cards? You're not. You're gonna find a relic. That's all you're gonna find. It's gonna be a $4 relic of a 6th-round draft pick that nobody cares about. But you're there wasting everybody's time, including your own. That's what really grinds my gears. Back to you, Tom. There you go, guys. That's my Peter Griffin impression. It's terrible. But seriously, it's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous what people are doing out there. Weighing packs. Come on. Wingnut22 says, Pop-Tarts should sponsor you. Heck yeah. Would love a sponsorship from Pop-Tarts. Anybody, I think it's Kellogg. Is Kellogg the owner of Pop-Tarts? Anybody from Kellogg watching? Shoot me an email. SchultzysCardPulls@gmail.com. We'll set it up. Let's go. I'll just take some free Pop-Tarts for a sponsorship. That'd be awesome. Wilson M says, not the sandals. Jordan Wrong says, I weighed my absolute mega and pulled a Jamar Chase kaboom, so don't care. Well, Jordan, I'm glad that you did it and you profited off of it, but it's bad for the hobby long term. And of course you wouldn't care, Jordan, because you came out on top. So what? That's like an athletic dude telling a fat dude that they can run faster than them. Like, no kidding, Jordan. You're giving us information that isn't really too hard to figure out. Oh my goodness, man. Chris Clark says over 1,000 watchers, 200 likes. Hit that like button. I appreciate it, Chris. Thank you so much. Yeah, please do, you guys. Help me feed 2 kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Jason Preep says the old guys always searching the loose baseball packs for hits. Will be coming back now that the cards are on the shelves. I used to love how they stopped doing that when I walked up. Yeah, that's the thing, is they don't do that in front of you. They only do that. Why? Hey, Jordan that pulled the absolute or the kaboom out of the absolute, brother. Would you sit there and do that in front of people, or are you going to take them home and hide yourself doing it, man? Because if you have the balls to go do it in front of people and sit there in the store and do it, I guess I have, a little bit more respect for you, but to come on here and say, well, I weighed my box and I pulled a kaboom, so I don't care. Bro, you went home, you did it behind closed doors, you hid yourself behind the cloak and you did that, and then you're coming on hiding behind the anonymity of a keyboard. Woohoo! You a real superhero, buddy. Yeah. All right, guys, still waiting for a sports card restock on Target.com, but we have not seen any movement on the back end, unfortunately. 4:37 West Coast time, 7:37 East Coast time. The hot zone in effect for about 12 and a half more minutes or so. But we have not seen anything happening on the back end of Target.com. We have not seen anything loaded going live, including the stuff that has already been up, like the Donruss basketball, the Donruss Optic basketball blasters, excuse me. Drew Shoeman says, LMAO keyboard thugs. Daddy Dale says, I think I hit a super rare 1 out of 160 pack odds holiday variation from the Walmart Mega. Is that technically a case hit, Schultzy? Asking Daddy Dale. You know, I actually don't know, because this is one of the reasons that the hobby frustrates me sometimes, is it's harder to find information for like those limited releases, like a holiday mega box version only of cards, trying to find info on like what a case hit is. So not really sure exactly what's going on with the rates and what a case hit is. A good fella 1422 says way boxes is gross. Oh, then there's always here guys, there's the proverbial you can't knock nobody's hustle. Well, if your hustle actually involved doing something smart as opposed to just trying to weigh boxes, which really, guys, ultimately when you weigh boxes, what do? You most of the time, Jordan ended up coming on top with that Lamar Jackson kaboom. So good job. He hit once in his life on that. But most of the time, I will warn y'all right now, the people that end up doing it just get crappy relics. So that's usually what happens when you end up weighing boxes. I've seen all those horror stories online, people watching others do it. Actually, admittedly, people saying they do it themselves. And this is what they say they find. And I even think Phil's Polls did a video of it last year, maybe around this time or just before, talking about weighing packs and how to weigh packs and why people do it and breaking it down, and people obviously being a sleazebag for profit for it. But there you go, guys. People have always been weighing packs. Obviously, it's never going to stop. But there's my take on it. Daddy Dale says the card was backwards, so it must have been something. Heck yeah, buddy. That is usually what that means when the card is backwards. So that is a great indicator. Drew Shoeman says, LOL, get him. William E., $20 super chat, William E. Oh my goodness, man. You are super generous, dude. Thank you so much. William E. says, Schultzy scored a PS5 yesterday because of your Discord for my friends' kids for Christmas. They're going to freak out. Can't thank you enough for all you do. Heck yeah, William E. Congratulations, man. That is why I was trying to help people score that yesterday. Congratulations, William E. Yeah, that kid is going to be ecstatic on Christmas morning. And, dude, thank you so much, William E. Seriously. You rock, man. $20 super chat. Hit me in the heart, dude. Shoot, helping make up the losses from the YouTube ads. Thank you so much, William. I appreciate that, man. Drew says, William, good form, fan. Yeah, William, you are too generous, man. I cannot thank you enough, dude. Seriously, that hits me here. You're going to make me cry, dude. Dunk Card says, Schultzy, dope review NBA Illusions. Love the first videos, first look videos of new product. Thanks, Dunk Cards. I appreciate that, man. I'll keep trying to grab those as early as I can and get those out as quick as possible. Unfortunately, with every product, I don't really have a line of able to secure new product as soon as it comes out, like some other channels do. You know, some others have like a connection with a hobby shop. I just don't have that yet, unfortunately. So if anybody out there wants to give me a connection and help me get product as soon as it comes out, so I can be one of the first to review it, please let me know. I'd be happy to partner up with you. But But I appreciate that, man. I will always try to be one of the first to review it if I can, but just not always feasible for me. And I still yet don't have the fundage to just go pay the resale prices for all these boxes right as they come out. Cardboard Camp says this guy buying his friend's kids an Xbox for Christmas. Damn. Well, I'm sure he was able to get paid back for it. I would do something similar for my best friend. We would help each other try to find a certain gift, and yeah, then we'd Venmo the money to each other. I don't think that's a big deal. Drew Shoeman says, LOL, the switch up in your voice, brother. Kevin Joseph says, so no cards today. Have not seen anything, unfortunately, man. Have not seen anything as far as cards go, you guys. Dang. Marie says, Schultzy, talk about pack searchers. Shaking my head. Yeah, Marie, it's no fun. They are not fun at all, and they ruin the hobby, in my opinion, among other things as well. The Cardboard Collector, a $2 super chat, dude. Thank you so much. Just let's light up the chat with some Dono Train color. Dude, Cardboard Collector, thank you, man. You freaking rock. You guys are just too generous. Clint Phelps says Topps Holiday is the most fun to rip out there right now since the market is tanked and nothing is worth anything anymore. You won't feel guilty wasting money, LOL. You know, that's actually a good point, Clint. I know that Topps Holiday has some fun hits, and that I think actually offers a bigger possibility than a lot of other packs do right now. So yeah, go all at it. Go all at it, people. All right, guys, 4:43 Pacific time. Still not seeing any movement for the Target.com sports card restock that we're all hopeful of. Got about 7 more minutes in the hot zone today. Joe from work asking, Schultzy, can you talk about the possible bill they're trying to pass to stop bots now? So yeah, this new bill, guys, I believe it's called like the Grinch Bot Act or something like that. It comes from the name derived actually last year during Christmas when bots began taking up all the Xboxes and PS5s. Essentially, what Congress is trying to do is take similar action that they did with ticket resale bots for concerts and make basically any retail bot or using any retail bot illegal. Will that actually happen? Who knows? But the fact that they're at least taking some time and putting something into legislation means that even if it doesn't happen this time around, guys, you know, you might have to wait more than a year or two, but I do predict a ban eventually on retail bots coming probably within the next decade. That's just a guess. It's just a guess. So yeah, people are going to be taking advantage now while they can, but just know that I don't think that everybody having to fight bots is going to be forever. Oh, Mr. Lego 725 with a $2 super sticker. Thank you so much, Mr. Lego, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. You rock, man. Ed Coffin asking if I ever open subscription boxes like the Boombox or Brother in Cards. Yes. I opened, actually, one of the reasons that I got into opening cards on YouTube was because of the original Boombox. However, the price obviously going up with the price of packs, so I've stayed away from it. And honestly, because the price went up, you know, it kind of makes you guys, when I'm deciding what videos to make, you got to kind of wonder, all right, what is my cost getting that I'm putting into this, and what am I going to be getting out of this, either viewership wise or what am I going to be getting out of this for my channel? So when you're spending $250 or $150 even on like a subscription box to rip, you got to make sure you're getting some views. And unfortunately, the subscription box videos just were not getting views, so I kind of stopped doing them. But those were fun. Those were one of the reasons that I did get back into the channel, into ripping cards. Cardboard Camp says they need to spend time passing laws on some other important stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's probably true. However, it is nice to see that something that people have been up in arms about and dealing with now for years upon years are at least getting at least some movement on it. Who knows if it actually happens, but good to see something happening on it. Phoenix Flame says, all right, Schultzy, think about early today. They better have a huge supply next week so everybody can get some. Mosaic retail would be nice. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Phoenix Flame. I appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully some Mosaic basketball retail coming our way next week. Maybe that's why Target has been delaying a restock on top of the fact that it was holiday week last week. Who knows? Let's hope anyways. Brian says, I'm going to try my luck at Walmart. Before work, I had 4 blasters of a product before weighted them, open the heavy ones, nothing. Open the light boxes, auto, so that is false. Blank inserts will be heavy. There you go, Brian. So, throwing off the entire rumors about heavier boxes always guaranteeing a hit. And you guys remember, Topps and Panini know that pack searchers are out there. So what have they been doing in the last decade or so? They've included like falsy hits, just blank white cards in their packs. They've also started including extra things like Kid Reporter packs and trying to even stuff out that way. So that is one thing that they have tried to stop. I guess you can give them credit for that. Yummy says, the boom boxes have went down a little. I don't know. Yeah, they're still... Last time I checked, they were like $240. I would love to get one, but the premium version is very, very expensive. Oh, Jason Preeb, a $20 super chat. Jason, thank you so much. Sorry, I'm tired. Jason, you freaking rock. Jason, thank you, man. A $20 super chat, dude. Wow. Gosh, you guys just pulling out the cash this morning. William, cardboard collector, Mr. Lego, Jason, thank you, you guys. Appreciate you so much. PNW says, did anyone know if Topps Update Megas are Walmart or Target exclusives? I would assume that the Update Megas are Target exclusives because usually the last couple of releases, in fact, I think last year, going back to that far, all those mega boxes have been Target exclusives. The Amazing Card Ninja says, I sold trucks in front of people. I'll weigh cards if I feel like it and not give half a bleep. Well, I think you have more balls than the dude that was on here talking about weighing absolute megas, man. The Amazing Card Ninja. PNW says, I can't find them anywhere. Yeah, I don't think that those mega boxes or the Topps Update Series mega boxes have even hit the shelves yet. So don't you worry. I don't think you're missing anything, PNW. I just don't think they're out yet. But we will see them soon. Mr. Burns says it's not the heavy box with absolute. It's a certain weight that I heard from a birdie. That's funny. All right, guys, we are almost out of the hot zone. Just about 4:50 now here on Schultzy's Card Pulls on the West Coast. Almost 7:50 on the East Coast. And unfortunately, guys, yes, the clock ticks over and we can confirm no restock for sports cards for the second week in a row on Target.com. Has that ever happened? I'm not sure. Let me know in the chat if you guys remember that ever happening before. But here we go, guys. Usually an every other week thing. But the sports card release calendar next week will have 2 blank weeks in a row. Absolutely nuts. Excited, though, regardless, for this weekend, because, like I said, a bunch happening in the world of sports. It is conference championship weekend in college football. The Ducks facing off against Utah tonight. We will see if they can actually get the win, because y'all missed that the Utah Utes were the ones that knocked Oregon out of the college football playoff a couple weeks ago. And, yeah, got to show up. Otherwise, they're going to be playing in some mediocre bowl when they could have been in the national championship. Just sucks as a Duck fan this year. Center Hill Cards is not that I know of. Okay. J-Dub Retro says not since they went online. Okay, good to know. CJ asking if I'm streaming Monday. I do not plan on streaming Monday. There has not been a sports card drop on Target.com on a Monday as far as I can remember. So I will be live starting Tuesday, though. Gotta sleep in some of these times, man. James says, hey, Jordan, what's up? James B, how you doing, man? Joe says, Schultzy, what's good, big dog? How are you, Joe? Thanks for tuning on in. Baskin says, it's not happened before. 1 week has been the most until now. There we go. So, online, yeah, there has never been a set of 2 weeks in a row skipped. Pretty crazy. iClaw Machine says, hopefully the restock next week will be huge. I agree. Joe says, Schultzy, should I buy 4 blasters of Absolute from 240 for 240 from my card shop? No, brother. What are those running? $60 each? Absolutely not, Joe. Do not do that. You should be waiting to find those somewhere else, or wait and either buy them on StockX or eBay. I think that you could possibly get them cheaper, if I'm not mistaken. That seems to be a little much for Absolute blasters, brother. Mr. Burns says, yes, we West Coasties have it bad. Now no online restock when West Coast already been getting late release. Yeah, it's rough, Mr. Burns. It's rough. No doubt. James says, hey, Jordan, can you grab me a complete optics set, please? James, I really don't have access to them any more than you do. If you wanted one, the Fanatics complete optics sets, I believe, are on StockX right now for under retail. So, James, I know you in particular from Canada, so you should actually be able to get you should be able to actually get a decent price on it and get that sent to you pretty easily, if I'm not mistaken. Jaylene says, thanks for being here today, Schultz. You're so welcome, Jaylene Jasper. Anytime. Happy to be hanging with y'all. Sal773 says, Schultz, I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for going live today. You are so welcome, Sal. Thank you all for being here. I understand why you all want to get on out. It's definitely been an early week. All week, every day. People are tired. It's Friday. They got stuff to do. Easy says 4 Absolute blasters for 240. Hell no, damn. Yeah, I would definitely not pull the trigger on that, brother. Ralph says free shipping on Marketplace. There you go. Joe says all East Coast New Jersey card shops sell blasters for 60 and 120 for a mega. Why do they freaking do that? Damn, dude. That's just price gouging. That's pure highway robbery right there. Preying on immediacy, guys. That's what those sports card shops are doing. Unbelievable. Memphis Beast is their optic sets on My Slabs for a good price. There we go, guys. Go check out My Slabs. You can find the optic sets there as well. Johnny ABA, dude, thank you so much. A $4.99 super chat from Johnny ABA says these products aren't actually sold out. They're being hoarded and jacking up prices. Keep fighting the good fight, Schultzy. Dude, I appreciate that, Johnny. And you are correct. You say something that I have said all the time. It is not a supply and demand problem, everybody. It is a hoarding and price gouging problem. Everybody buying up all these things online and then reselling them in stores like this LCS in New Jersey that these peeps are talking about. Jacking up the prices way higher than eBay or StockX or Mercari. Although I will say Mercari, their prices are, if you had to pick one to not shop at, I would say don't shop at Mercari because their prices are so much higher than eBay's most of the time. Any single I go to look up on eBay, I then go to look it up on Mercari and it's like $50 higher. Like, why the hell do you think people are going to pay a higher price on Mercari? Well, why does that make sense? Like, you think people are going to go try to find comps on other sites? God. It's funny. Card Phenomenon says Mosaic is always overpriced. $7.75 for a hobby box. I mean, that is overpriced, but I think that it would be double if it were January or February at this point this year. Or this box, excuse me, being released at that point of the year is what I was trying to say. Oh, Mr. Burns, a $5 super chat. Dude, thank you so much, Mr. Burns. Just keep grinding, fam, dude. I absolutely will. Like I said, I will be up Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week, everybody, because there normally really aren't, at least there haven't been for the past few months, there really aren't Friday restocks. I was just really hopeful of one today, but unfortunately, I don't think we're seeing one. But Mr. Burns, thank you so much, man. Just keep grinding, fam. You freaking rock, brother. Rebel Sense 09 says you get scammed more on eBay. Is that why the prices are higher on Mercari? I don't know. I mean, some of the price differences, I don't think the lack of scams on Mercari is a justifiable reason for the huge price difference on some of those items, but who knows? Who knows? CJ says, we appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much, CJ. You guys rock. You guys are the reason that I show up here every single morning trying to help you all find sports cards, hoping that Target.com restocks, trying to get everybody cards at retail prices, trying to keep the hobby alive and accessible for everybody. Because long term, it will succeed and it will thrive if that is how it works. Brian says, maybe a restock on Target tomorrow, and that'll throw everyone off. I mean, I wouldn't think that their IT peeps would be coming in on the weekend like that, especially after the Black Friday week that they just had, but who knows? I could be wrong. Ken asking a pretty valid question, I guess. Asking if breakers are scammers. No, not all breakers are scammers. You can't pin the label. I mean, there are scammers in every walk of life, man. And there are some breakers out there that price their breaks really well and that add a lot of value and guys that you can trust. Now, there are people out there that, you know, maybe you're just trying to start something up or try to bend the rules a little bit, but there are scammers out there that do breaks. I think 4 months ago saw somebody, I think it was Extreme Cards on eBay or on YouTube, breaking down somebody that sold spots in a break on eBay and then broke the packs. They would raise their hands off camera to break the packs because what they were doing is they were exchanging the open pack for like a ripped pack already of something that they knew was going to be mediocre. So essentially they were trying to give themselves optimal chances at hitting something amazing and high value off camera while switching maybe some mediocre or less valuable packs to what he was ripping for people. And there are tons of people that do things like that you need to stay away from. However, there are tons of people that offer value. Like I always talk about Hitman Rips, Run Good Life, and Tri-City Polls. I love all those guys. And I don't just say that because we all started our YouTube journeys around the same time, but there are other people that started our YouTube journeys around this time. And I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about these three because I believe they are honest. I believe they offer the most value out there when it comes to breaks. And if you can find a break, and this is why I think breaks are awesome, you guys. This Optic Basketball Blaster Box, perfect example. It's a $30 blaster box, right? If you can find a break where you're getting a random team spot in, say, like 3, 4, 5 boxes, some of those Optic Blasters, an Optic Mega or two, and then like a hobby box included in that, all for $30, $40, or $50, depending on what kind of boxes and what kind of products are in that particular set for the break. I think it's worth the gamble because then you don't get stuck with all the other crappy cards that you would just be opening a box that you don't really want. At least you get it narrowed down to one team. You could get the LaMelo Ball if you get the Hornets. You could get the Ant if you get the Minnesota Timberwolves. Obviously, everybody hoping for that. But then who knows? I've seen just because you don't get the top hits or the top teams that have the usual top hits doesn't mean you're not going to score something awesome. So breaks, I feel like, are a great way that people can access cards at a level that they normally couldn't and access expensive boxes that they normally wouldn't be able to buy. So that's just me. Ken says, I feel like breakers can sell fake spots. Well, yeah, absolutely, Ken. There's so many ways that people can scam. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong, man. You just got to find people that you trust. Roy J says, Hitman sent me to Schultz. Well, Roy, thank you so much for being here, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate you making the jump and taking the chance on me. Hitman is awesome. Love to have a beer with him. Love to hang out with him next time I'm in Vegas. Be so much fun. Tyler says they overcharge like crazy, though not all breakers overcharge like crazy. There's so many that offer value, you guys. You just got to find the ones that offer the value. Yeah, Tyler says it's basic math. You can see how much they're charging per box, and if it's crazy high, don't buy in. Exactly, Tyler. And a lot of people say all breakers make crazy profit, you guys. The ones that are set up correctly, they have taxes to pay, and they have a ton of other overhead to pay as well, so they're not making as much on every break as you think they are. Adam Wong's his thoughts on an absolute hot box for basketball. The 2-mem 2 auto. I guess it's nice to see that there's a hot box available again, because correct me if I'm wrong, but in 2021, I haven't seen many like chances at hot hobby boxes coming from Panini or Topps. Am I wrong in that? I feel like in 2020 there were a ton more chances to pull like get a hot box with like a parallel in every single pack, or a guaranteed numbered parallel if you pull a hot box, or this color or something like that. Nemo says breaking is just like gambling. Be careful. Yes, it is. Everything, you guys, in the sports card hobby is a gamble. It really is. So don't go in thinking that you're going to make some guaranteed profit. Got to set a limit, and you got to be responsible, just like you would be going into a casino or going to a poker game. J-Dub Retro says Hitman run good in Tri-City. Some of the most honest breakers. Yes, they are, J-Dub. I've done breaks as well. I try to keep them low cost. I'd like to do breaks again, but I really, like I said, only want to do products like a mix of great hobby boxes along with some great retail that people are wanting that can give access for those boxes to people that normally wouldn't be able to buy them. Tim Westby says, thanks, Schultzy. Got to start therapy this morning. You're the best. Keep it up and have a great weekend. Tim, you as well, man. Enjoy your sports-filled weekend. Yeah, Happy Combo says, yep, you're gambling the moment you buy a retail box, too. Absolutely. Every single thing that you're doing is a gamble, you guys. Hobby box, retail box, all that stuff. Just got to be responsible. And yeah, some people coming in late asking if there was a drop this morning. No sports card drop. Not just this morning, but all week, you guys. A disappointing one on Target.com. No sports card drop this week. Wayne says, I never understood breaking. The whole point is to open them yourself and get excited to pull it yourself, not pay somebody to do it. I understand, Wayne, and some people feel that way. However, I guess what I'm saying is, once again, there are those people that would never be able to get those boxes themselves. So why not buy into a break and be able to get their hands on that card that they want, or that ever-elusive chase card that they have a better chance of getting at in a break than they ever would walking into their LCS, because those are $600, $700, $800, $900 boxes at some points in those breaks that RGL and Hitman and Tri-City pulls and more put on that you just normally wouldn't be able to get. So Brian Lawhorn says, I do not understand why you only have 292 likes when you have over 1,000 people in here. If I could hit the like button 1,000 times, I would, and then you would not have to give something away. Brian, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I don't understand, man. People, it's okay. The people that just come on in here and chill and hang out, I really don't mind. It's just the people that come in here and troll kind of don't make sense, and maybe they keep others from hitting the like button. I don't know, but yeah, you guys, if you could smash that like button, it helps me feed two kitties named Pikachu and Eevee. Maybe it'll help get me out of YouTube jail. Don't know what's going on with YouTube demonetizing or trying to flag my live streams as soon as they go on. The last 7 times. 7 live streams in a row they've done that. Absolutely crazy. Roy J says, I wish Hitman would have sold me his NT box when I asked. Yeah, totally, Roy. That's funny. Was there a great hit out of there or something? Cappy Combo says breaking is more sensible to some people. It's true. It really just depends on what you're looking for in the hobby and what kind of experience you want. Sorry, guys. Just grabbing some water. Voice going out a little bit this morning. CJ says, you're giving your time to help the community. That's more than enough. I appreciate it, CJ. I try, man. Carrie says, I've gotten 0 value with breaks. It's better just to buy singles. And yeah, you know what? Sometimes you get lucky, and then sometimes you buy into 5, 6, 7, 10, maybe 20 breaks, and you just get skunked each time. So you're like, screw it, I'm done. And I understand. I get it. Oh, Len Weaver, a $9.99 super chat says, it's Friday. Get some makers. Thank you so much, Len. You know what? I think I will go get a bottle of Makers. I will re-up because we are out of it. Don't have any in the house right now, so I will use that. And I will go re-up and get some Makers. Thank you so much, Len. Too generous of y'all, my friend. You guys friggin' rock. Mr. Burns says, just found this channel not too long ago. Good vibes and chill. Thank you, Mr. Burns. I appreciate that. I'll try to keep that going, man. I know I can get annoyed sometimes. I know that I can get a little opinionated sometimes, but I think that that's part of the reason why I am so lovable. Or at least you love to hate me. I don't know, but I appreciate that, man, and I hope that I can continue to entertain all of you. Chuck says, I'm here to laugh at trolls. Well, I appreciate that, Chuck. I'm glad a couple people are. It helps that some others are in here helping defend me. It really does. All right, guys, 5:07. Yeah, I'll be on for a few more minutes before I let y'all get around to your Friday activities. Raymond Ray says, if I watch YouTube on my TV, I have no way to hit a like button. I have to go to my phone to do it. See, Raymond, and that's okay, man. There's so many people that just throw me on their television in the background or throw me on something. They don't need to hit the like button because they just have me on, and that's enough, and I appreciate it, you guys. But if you do feel so inclined, and if you got it right in front of you, please do, because it just takes a second. It just takes a second, and you have no idea how much it helps me. You have no idea, people hitting that like button, how much it helps me. I am at the mercy of YouTube doing this, so thank you all so much. Oh, Mr. Hutch, a $5 super chat says, little something, don't spend it all. Thanks so much, Mr. Hutch. Oh, you guys are making my Friday, man. Friggin' rock. Thank you, man. Pack Chunky says, we all know going into the break that it's a gamble. I like to point that out and remind people just in case, though. And Rogers 706 says people don't want to mess up their algorithm on their feed with sports card videos. A lot of people use their YouTube for better things. That is true, and Rogers 706, valid point. And yeah, some people avoid liking videos because of that. I get it. Tyler says, my Friday activities don't start until 10 when I go to work. Guess it's back to listening for me. Well, I appreciate it, Tyler. David says, going to Disneyland today. Dude, have fun, David. Thanks for all you do. You are so welcome, brother. Congrats on a Disneyland trip upcoming for you. That is awesome, man. What are you going to do? How are you going to celebrate this Super Bowl win? I'm going to Disney World. That's awesome, man. Going Super Bowl winner style, David Drago is, and going to Disneyland today, guys. And as we wind down this morning, just another quick word from our sponsor, Otis. As I mentioned earlier, Otis is an investment platform where you can buy and sell shares of rare collectibles, comics, graded games, and rare sports cards. They've got over 100 collectibles to choose from and new ones added every week. 3 of my personal favorites are a LeBron James Beckett Pristine 10 Signatures Rookie Auto. It is beautiful. Go check it out. A Mike Trout First Bowman Chrome Auto 9.5 Gem Mint, and a first edition Charizard PSA Gem Mint 10. And I've got a special gift watching for everyone, or a special gift for everyone watching. If you sign up using the link in my description, you will get your first share on Otis. So Otis will give you your first share free. Terms and conditions apply. So that special gift for everyone watching available if you use the link in my description. Thank you all so much, you guys. Go check Otis out. 5:10 Pacific time, you guys. I'm probably going to sign off here in a couple of minutes, let everybody go about their days. Now, N. Rogers says, still value your content, though, brother. Thanks for being here. You're so welcome, man. I appreciate you. Happy that I can offer some value, some entertainment to your life. Whatever you're looking for, I hope I can fill that void, man. And I did mention my upsets, or my upset of the week, and my lock of the week yesterday for the NFL. Let me give those really quickly before I get out of here. A weird one, guys. This is definitely an odd one, but my lock of the week, I think the Dolphins are going to cover the 3-point spread against the Giants, mostly because the Giants' offense is so terrible. They have not been able to score in all the past 3 games. 13, 10, and 23 are their last 3 total scores, along with the Dolphins actually being pretty decent on defense right now. And then you look on the other side, Miami, the last 3 games has scored 33 points, 24, and 22. So I think it's an easy bet that Miami covers the 3-point spread at home against the Giants. And then my upset of the week is the Steelers over the Ravens at home. Right now, 3.5 underdogs. And that is if Ben Roethlisberger plays. If not, probably isn't going to happen. All right, guys, 5:11. I'm going to let everybody go, and we will be back Tuesday morning. Appreciate y'all being here per usual, but I know you got things to do, so go take care of the wife, go take care of the husband, go take care of the grandparents, the aunts, the uncles, the kids, significant others, or yourselves. Go to work, go to school, or go back to bed like I'm about to do. Appreciate all y'all so much. Your loyalty, being so generous, going out of your wallets, you rock every freaking day. And you make me want to get up super early at the crack acid dawn and show up and do this for y'all. And I will be back on Tuesday. There will be, I just don't know when, there will be a huge restock coming soon on Target.com. So hopefully we'll see that next week. And hopefully we can all score a bunch of boxes right before the holiday season really gets into full gear. Thank you all so much, everybody. I'll be back Tuesday. Make sure to be safe out there and take care of yourselves because stuff's getting nuts. And yeah, just the holidays always encourage a lot of fun times, but most importantly, safety. So we'll see y'all on Tuesday, everybody. Schultzy's card pulls out. Be good to yourself.